Hello, we're in Orlando, Florida with my good friend Hernan Rey. I'm George Bryan to talk about the laginator, and it was the design purpose and originally was for full swing, Hernan, but all of a sudden we make a discovery, and the laginator basically is a measure of where the shaft is in relation to space, where the energy is stored and released. And so initially the clicks, they were designed to store and then release the energy. So we made a little discovery. A good friend of mine, Richard McMahon, actually picked it up and started using it for chipping and pitching, specifically out of the bunker. So what we're going to do is the junior laginator is really what I call a single arm protocol. It's really nice, it's smaller. We got our standard laginator that's a little longer, a little heavier, but the youth allows and sets itself up for single arm. So by dumping the shaft out earlier, by getting it 90 degrees to the ground, you get a click, and that would be to get the bottom of the club. Now by leading, keeping the hands in front, keeping the shaft angled, now that's when we get to the leading edge of the dig. So talk a little bit about what you found with the laginator.
Well, I love to use this one for the short game, and here is the way I use it. The sequence on the full swing to create power is stored, like you said a minute ago, you want to move your pressure, you want to create this lag to then release it at the right time. But I find that it's very interesting how you can use it to teach different trajectories on the short game. With the short game, the sequence is not exactly the same as with the full swing, in which the lower body goes first, the hips and the shoulders, you're storing all this energy to then be released at the right time. With a short game, especially with the pitching shots, you want to feel almost like the club face is leading and it's right in front of your chest at all times. Almost like the sequence is more like club, head, hands, and then chest, and finally you move your hips. So I teach my students here the 3 trajectories for pitching. So if I'm going to try to hit a low shot, I'm going to try to put the ball back, the shaft is leaning forward, and I'm going to want to hear that click way past the ball, because at that moment of impact my hands are going to be leading. So this gives you a perfect feel once again on when should I release the club. So after I feel that a few times, I try to feel that same motion and hit a low shot. You see how my hands are always leading. Now for a standard pitch, like George said over here, I want my shaft to be basically 90 degrees, straight up. So I'm going to try to do a little swing, feeling the click right off the bottom of the arc. I do that a few times. Now I address the ball, and that's what I do, hitting my normal chip shot. And last, this is very important that you know if you want to hit a nice little soft shot, if I'm going to hit a high one, I'm going to move the shaft leaning backwards, and I'm going to try to return to that position. So I'm going to feel like I'm throwing the club face first. So the sequence is going to be opposite. So now I should feel the click right before the bottom of the arc. It almost feels it somewhere around here. So after I feel that, I'm going to go ahead and really let the club face go. You see how my first finish was right here for the low shot. The medium trajectory was right here. I could kind of stick it in my stomach. And for the high one, since I'm letting it go before, I finish with the grip ending at the ground. So 3 releases that this product can really make you feel. Very simple way to learn your short game.
For Hernan Rey, I'm George Bryan. Thank you for choosing the Swing Balance Laginator.